Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is one of my favorites to film every single month because it keeps me accountable, and it is going to be my makeup rehab update for the month of February. My friends Emily and Alex also do this on their channels as well. I'll have both of their series linked down below. If you like content like this, I highly recommend checking both of them out. My daughter is currently playing in the background and purposefully trying to be loud just to laugh and bother me. So if you're hearing things in the background, I apologize. Anyway, this is basically my low buy series for the year of 2022. I did something similar to this last year in 2021. I'll leave that link down below in case you want to check that out as well. But essentially, I started the year with a beauty bank. So a bank of 30 makeup products that I could bring into my collection, not including like skincare, just makeup products only, not beauty tools. And then I also do not include eyeshadow palettes either, but I do have an eyeshadow palette stipulation, which we will get into. So if you guys are interested in seeing my update for the month of February, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project planning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, I'm trying my best to not be distracted. I'm watching you.
I'm trying my best to not make it loud.
Yeah, right. So if you guys are new to my makeup rehab series, again, like I stated in the introduction, I basically have a beauty bank and I track what comes into my makeup collection as well as the empties or the products that I use up, i.e. what's exiting my makeup collection, and do a low buy based on that. So I have a 1 in, 1 out rule. So basically I start the year with 30 makeup products that I can bring into my collection. If I purchase a makeup product, my beauty bank goes down by 1. So we start with 30. I purchase a makeup product, we're down to 29. But then for every empty that I use up, my makeup beauty bank goes up by 1. So I use up a mascara, we're back up to 30 products. I hope this is making sense. I'll also post graphics over here to kind of help keep track of the numbers. But aside from just the beauty bank rules, I also gave myself some additional low buy rules to try and follow. So eyeshadow palettes do not count against my beauty bank, but I did give myself a rule that I was only going to bring 3 eyeshadow palettes into my collection per month. I didn't bring any eyeshadow palettes into my collection in January, and I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to roll over any eyeshadow palettes that I didn't purchase. So because I didn't purchase any palettes, did I want to roll 3 more eyeshadow palettes over? I couldn't decide, but then I purchased 6 palettes in February, so we're going to be doing the rollover thing. I will share all of the palettes that I purchased, all of the makeup that I brought in, as well as any PR that I received into my collection or gifts. I do not count PR or gifts towards my beauty bank, but I do take this opportunity in this video to share any PR that I received in the previous month. Timestamps will be linked all below. I feel like this is a lot of information coming at you guys. I do just really want to quickly go through the other low buy rules. I feel like I have so much information that I am spitting out at you guys right now, as well as so distracted by my little helper bee playing gal over there. But I also have, aside from the palette rule, a few other low buy stipulations I want to quickly go over with you guys. So my other rules are I am on a mascara no buy for the year, and lips, I only want to bring in 3 lip products from now until the next Sephora VIB sale. I did bring some lip products in. We'll get into that. And then for low buy, again, palettes, 3 palettes a month. For concealer, I want to bring in a max of 4 concealers this year. For bronzer, I'm giving myself a separate sort of bronzer bank, if you will, so I can purchase 3 bronzers this year, and then I earn additional bronzers I can bring into my collection if I hit pan on a bronzer or empty a bronzer up. So I obviously started the year with a bronzer bank of 3. I used up a bronzer, the Tarte Sea Breezy bronzer, in January, bringing my bronzer bank up to 4. So as it stands, my bronzer bank is currently at 4 before we haul anything that we got this month. Highlighter, I only want to bring in 5, a maximum of 5 highlighters this year. And then my goal is to purchase less than 115 makeup products total this year, as well as I want to use up at least, well, I guess at least 95 makeup products. No, 85. I would have to use up 85 to still meet my goal, but I would like to use up at least 100 makeup products this year. And my final goal is that I want my makeup inventory total number of products, aside from eyeshadow palettes and singles, to be under 500 makeup products in my collection. Hopefully that information information wasn't too confusing. I feel like I'm super distracted, so I'm really confused, but I hope that it made sense to you. We'll see when I go to edit. I'm also looking at the disaster that I'm going to be having to clean up after this. It's not just my makeup disaster, there's a snack disaster happening as well. That being said, we're going to quickly go through the PR that I received in the month of February, then the palettes, and then we will go through my makeup purchases as well as my makeup empties. Again, there will be timestamps linked below. So quickly, we will start with PR. I actually just have one PR product from February, and it is not makeup. It is this beautiful handbag from Teddy Blake, and I am truly obsessed, you guys. So I originally tried my first Teddy Blake bag in 2020. It was this beautiful black purse. Truly my favorite purse I've ever owned, and I've owned like Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, etc. I have always been a handbag type of a gal. They recently reached out wondering if they could send another bag along my way. So I got to choose the bag that I wanted, and I chose the Gigi Stampado 13-inch, and I chose the brown with the gold detailing. I'm in love. I'm like truly in love. So let me just stand up and show you guys. This is what it looks like. The arm handle is removable if you don't like if you just want to hold it, but I love me. I have to have this, you know, because when you're a mom, you need you need all your hands free at all times. So I like having the body strap connected, but obviously that's up to you. This is what the detailing looks like, and I love this because it's so secure, and I'm someone who like always has a really full purse. Right now I'm really trying to be a minimalist with my purse. I always have a full and overflowing purse, and stuff is truly like falling out of it. So I love this because you can latch it so securely, and then this opens up. Sorry, I'm struggling. This opens up, so like this is almost like an envelope flat over the bag that protects all of your stuff. And right now I really just have my wallet in here. Again, I'm really trying to be a minimalist right now. Also has a zippered pocket, a pretty deep pouch inside as well. I just love this so incredibly much, you guys. This is going to be literally my new favorite purse, probably for years to come. The black purse that I had from Teddy Blake prior was my favorite purse, and then I left my car, literally I left my car unlocked outside. I always park in the garage, always park in the garage. The one night I didn't park in the garage was also the one time I didn't lock my car. Even when I park in the garage, I lock my car. Didn't lock my car, and my purse got stolen out of my car. And I was devastated because I loved that Teddy Blake bag so much. So this is gonna be my new favorite staple bag. One more thing that I love about the body strap is it is adjustable, so you can kind of like adjust it to whatever. I'm wearing like a hoodie, like does not match the aesthetic of the bag, but you can kind of adjust it to whatever sort of like length you want it to hang at. I love it. I love the color. I love the gold detailing. I love the shape. The leather, it's vegan leather. It is vegan leather. It feels just so high quality. My previous Teddy Blake bag was like, I put that through the ringer. I am not nice to my purses. I do not go easy on them. They suffer a lot of wear and tear from me, and that bag, like the quality of the Teddy Blake bags, phenomenal. So I will leave a link for their website down below. Now it is an affiliate link, so if you do shop through that link, I would make a commission off of that, but you can always just go to the Teddy Blake website on your own accord. You do not have to shop through my link. They have an amazingly cute crossbody bag that I'm interested in purchasing next in like the olive color. I want to say it's called the Olivia. Definitely got my eye on that, but wanted to share that. That was my one and only PR product from the month of February. However, I did receive one gift. My sister decided to pass along her Aether Beauty Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette to me. She just wasn't getting use out of it, and I really have been eyeing this palette. I believe this is the old one. This is not the reformulated version, but I've been eyeing this palette forever, and I actually purchased the mini quad, which we're going to get into, but I did receive this as a gift, so I will test this out and come back to review this for you. And then I did get like a Sephora offer, so I'm just sharing that offer with you guys, and it's the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade First Class, but this did not cost me any money, and I'm not counting this against my beauty bank because it didn't cost me money. Maybe I should actually count this, but I'm still not going to. And then finally, before we actually get into the subtractions of my beauty bank, I do have the 6 palettes that I brought into my collection in the month of February because I truly just can't help myself. So 3 of these I've already ranked in a new to me palettes video. I'll leave that video linked down below as well in case you're interested in seeing it. The Urban Decay Wild Greens palette, I was so excited for this, and what a letdown this was. Like, I feel like I wasted a palette purchase on this. Emily from Emily and Max, who I mentioned in the introduction and will be linked down below, is doing this really unique thing where she is has like an eyeshadow bank, and she's able to like work off her eyeshadow purchases through panning eyeshadow. So for example, like this palette has 12 eyeshadow pans in it. Once I have hit 12 pans of eyeshadow this year, that would essentially like work off this eyeshadow palette. And I think I might adopt that later along this year. I'm obviously tracking how many eyeshadow pans I've hit and tracking my palette usage. So if next month I purchase 3 more eyeshadow palettes and I feel like I'm like wanting a 4th palette and I hit like 12 eyeshadow pans miraculously, then I'll have worked off that 4th eyeshadow palette, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe this isn't the best night for me to be explaining this, but I plan to probably adopt that rule into my makeup rehab series as well. But we'll get into that down the road. I also picked up the Natasha Denona Mini Biba as well as the Mini Crush. Mini Biba is a love for me. The Mini Crush was a letdown. And then Aether Beauty came out with a new quad. I love my other Aether Beauty quad, and so they came out with the little Rose Quartz quad, and this was before my sister had gifted me the Rose Quartz palette. So I purchased this little quad. I believe it's $20. I have not tested this out yet, but I thought this was so cute and I really wanted that. And then when I saw that Angelica was collaborating with Odin's Eye, it truly didn't matter what the color story of the eyeshadow palette was. I knew I was going to purchase it because I love Angelica and I also love Odin's Eye. So I did pick up the Hella palette. This is absolutely stunning and true, like the artwork too. I like truly am drooling. The artwork is just absolutely insane and incredible. Here's what the palette looks like. I haven't even swatched this yet. I just got this yesterday, but I'm so excited to start playing around with this. And then I've been eyeing this for quite some time, and I told myself the next Odin's Eye order that I place, I'm just going to order this palette as well. And it is the Freya palette. This one is the Chapter 1 Tears of Freya, and I actually have this on my eyes today and I'm loving it. So I picked that palette up as well. So those are the 6 eyeshadow palettes that I brought into my collection. I was feeling so good about my eyeshadow palette consumption in January. And oh, how things changed so quickly. So now that we are finally through all of the other information, I have all of the makeup that I brought into my collection throughout the month of February. When we started February, my beauty bank actually was at 33 because I had more makeup empties in January than I did products that I brought into my collection. We kind of brought a lot into the collection in February. Okay, so we're gonna get into it starting right now. So I purchased last year a Kopari Lip Glossy 3-pack, and I repurchased it again this year because I used up all 3 of the Kopari lip glossies. I find them super comfortable and super nourishing on the lips. I love to have one in my car, in my like nightstand for at night. I love the Kopari lip glossy. So I bought the 3-pack again. One of them is currently in my car, but here are the other 2. The 3-pack costs $30. I purchased it on the Ulta website. It's perfect for the summertime because there's the original lip glossy and then there's a watermelon and pineapple flavor too, and it just kind of gives me summer vibes. I am going to count this, even though it was like a 3-pack and you purchased it as one, because it came with 3 lip products. I'm going to subtract 3 makeup products from my beauty bank. So I said in the intro, so as I stated, I was at 33. This purchase would bring my beauty bank down to 30, but it doesn't end there. It does not end there. I told myself I wanted to be better about my foundation purchases this year, although I love testing new foundations, but what can I say? I brought 3 foundations into my collection in the month of February. I purchased the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I saw Samantha March give a really high review of this, so naturally I had to test this out for myself. I've not had good luck with NARS foundations in the past, but this was getting good reviews, so I was like, you know what? I'll give another NARS foundation a try. Now, I've only tried this twice so far, but so far, this is my favorite NARS foundation that I have tried. I also picked up the Makeup Forever Ultra I also picked up the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Undetectable Foundation to do a first impressions on my channel. It was really fun to kind of purchase a product on launch day and then do a first impression. It's not something that I will adopt onto my channel as like a frequency, but I had fun doing that, and I actually haven't been enjoying this foundation as well. It is a little bit more mattifying, so I do find I have to prep my dry skin really well, but I have been enjoying this as well. And then the second I saw that this being teased, I knew I was going to purchase this. It's from Kosas. It's the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. It's the foundation that I'm wearing today. It's not a good shade match for me right now because it's Sunday. I need to self-tan tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I can master the art of self-tanning my hands. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. But this is my first time trying it. I've had it on for quite a while now, so if my makeup isn't looking that fresh, that could be why. I think of the three, this is my current favorite, but this is the first night that I've worn it, so my first impressions, I'm really liking all three. I also was really curious about the new LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I haven't had the best, I would say LYS has been like hit or miss. I haven't tried anything from them that like is terrible, but I've had a couple of products that just haven't become favorites, but I do really enjoy their Triple Fix Serum Foundation. And even though I have a max of 4 concealers that I am allowing myself to bring into my collection this year, this was just one that really intrigued me, and I felt like I really had to try this one. So I purchased this one, and I picked mine up in the shade MN1. And then in that same order, I also picked up the Rare Beauty. I've been wanting to try this since they released, and finally they restocked with the shade that I wanted, which is Happy Soul. It's the cream bronzer. I have not yet tried this, but I'm very excited because everybody seems to love this. There's Happy Soul swatched right there. It was super creamy to swatch. Yeah, that looks absolutely stunning. So I'm excited to give that a try. Next up, I have from NYX their Micro Brow Pencil. I have a brow marker left in my collection, but I couldn't find any brow pencils. I feel like I'm missing like 1 or 2 that I just cannot find, but I was really enjoying kind of experimenting with brow pencils last year, so I wanted to bring another brow pencil into my collection. I picked up the shade Espresso, which I thought was going to be, oh no, I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be more cool tone, but that is pretty cool tone. I've really not tried this much at all on my brows. I just did like a little small line one day, but that's really it. So I really have not tested this yet at all. We'll get around to that. And then the final 2 products that I picked up this month are both for an upcoming splurge or save video. I want to see if these are dupes for certain products. So from Flower Beauty, I have the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder, which is said to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless whatever powder. And then I picked up the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Nectar. I love the Flower Beauty Blush Balm formula, and actually I did not need to purchase this. I've been interested in the shade Bubbly, which looks like a really beautiful kind of bright pink, and I almost purchased that, but then I was like, girlfriend, you shouldn't even be buying this right now. Let's actually choose a shade that we can use like every day. And I have a shade from the Daniel Sandler watercolor cheek gels in the shade Nectar, and I want to see if they're dupes for one another. I want to say the Daniel Sandler one is 26, this one is 10. But I felt like I like the formula. I know I'll get a ton of use out of this, and this was an impulse purchase for sure. All of these products will be linked down below with their price. I realized I wasn't saying the price for everything as I went along, but I'll have the prices for everything in the description box as well as everything linked. But if you weren't counting, that was 11 makeup products that I purchased and brought into my makeup collection. So that would bring my beauty bank from 33 down to 22 makeup products available for purchase before any makeup empties. I do like to just keep track of the actual dollar value of makeup spent, so before sales tax, but excluding any like percentages off that I would have gotten, my total makeup spend for the month of February was $237.99. Again, prices and links to these products will be down below. Okay, now that my beauty bank is down to 22, let's talk about the makeup products that I used up and emptied out, so hopefully we can increase that beauty bank just a little bit. So I have 2 mists that I finished off in February. First, from Bloom Effects, I have the Tulip Dew Mist, which is something that I got in BoxyCharm. This actually retails for $34 and is rather pricey. I liked this because it was similar to the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray, where you like press it and it just kind of continuously mists on your face, which I really enjoy. I found it super refreshing and hydrating, and it had a really beautiful dewy finish to it as well. But this retails for $34, which is just way too pricey for what it is, in my opinion. And I also went through this pretty quickly because you only get 2.8 fluid ounces of product, so I wouldn't repurchase this, but I'm very excited to have finished that up. And then I also finished up my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Mist. This is something I will purchase again in the future. The Urban Decay All Nighter, whether it be the original or the glow mist, is my favorite for just making my makeup last as long as possible. I do have a couple other mists in my collection that help increase the longevity, not as much as this does, but I would like to finish those off before replacing this in my collection. But eventually I will repurchase this again, and I believe these are up to, it's either $31 or $33 on the Urban Decay website or Sephora. From Merit, I finished up their mascara, the Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. This dried out so quickly. Normally I'm someone who just leaves her mascara open 3 to 4 months, and I usually don't completely finish off a mascara by that time, because I have also usually 3 to 4 mascaras open at a time, because I like to layer and cocktail my mascaras. This is one that actually like dried up on me, and towards the end I was literally like scraping at the sides of this. Like, this is empty. I enjoyed this mascara, but because it dried out so quickly, I don't feel like I could recommend this, and I also will not repurchase it just because I believe this cost $24. And then I just have 3 lip products to finish it up with. So I did finish up my Fenty Beauty Ruby Milk. I don't think I had this as an empty in 2021, but then again, at the beginning of this year, I thought I finished this in 2021, and then I definitely did not. So I was a little bit confused there. This is one that I tried to take the stopper out, but had such a tough time with, and the stopper is like pushed to the bottom. So it does look like there's a bit of product left, but I've literally scraped out everything that I can get out of this Fenty lip gloss bomb. These little mini Fenty gloss bombs I count as $9 towards like how much money they are, because it's about half of what an actual Fenty gloss bomb would cost. And then I finished up the full size of the Ilia tinted lip conditioner in Nobody's Baby. This is one of the worst lip balms I feel like I've ever tried. It feels so dry on the lips. It feels like it actually dries my lips out more than it helps. I was not a fan of this. I didn't like dig my nail in to get anything like deeper. When a lip product is like leveled off, I'm good with calling it an empty. Obviously that's going to be personal preference. You might want to dig every last bit of product out of the bottom. That's not my journey. I'm counting this as an empty. This retailed for $24. And then I also finished up one of my mini Fresh Sugar lip balms in the shade Honey. This is another one where it's like flattened out, but I didn't necessarily scrape every last bit out of the product. I have quite a few of these Fresh Sugar lip balms left because I did purchase the holiday set, and I counted this as $10 towards my empties because I believe I purchased a set of 5 or 6, maybe 6 for $45, so that math is not correct at all. I will adjust that. It's got to be like somewhere between $7 and $8, hopefully. $7 and $9, somewhere around there. I'll adjust it in my information down below, which I will have the prices of everything used up down below as well. So my total number of products used up in the month of February was 6, which brings our beauty bank from 22 products back up to 28 makeup products that I can still bring into my collection. I did use up a total of $132 worth of makeup products in the month of February, which brings my grand total for the year to $174 used up. Again, all this information will be down below, but that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I know I probably seemed very scattered and all over the place. It is difficult to film with my daughter rummaging around, and I have such a disastrous apartment mess to clean up after this. I'm stressed out, but anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I know I personally just love doing my makeup rehab series. It's so much fun to try and keep myself accountable, if you will. But I would love to know what you purchased in February, if you purchased anything at all. What are you most interested in seeing reviews on out of all the products that I hauled today? Thank you so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.
Peace out, hi guys. I'm making a snack bar.